Welcome to the Elevating Leaders series, where we go beyond the headlines and straight to the people who are redefining insurtech and business transformation. We've caught up with the visionaries and the pioneers that are currently driving the industry forward, bringing you exclusive insights, strategies, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to go deeper, this is your front row seat to the future of insurance. I'm Miguel Edwards, and this is 5 Minutes.
I can't help but think, Santos, about the change management that's involved around the organizational adoption of these types of things.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about how you influence that from your product's perspective?
Yeah. One of the things that it's the second time founder syndrome, right?
Yeah.
One of the things I said when I started this company is I'm not going to build anything unless someone's willing to pay for it and actually having a conversation with me, asking me to build it. One of the things I've heard in the last 5 months consistently is that they don't want to go to another platform that is going to sit and tell me how to do things.
Okay.
Right? Like they want the agents to be working within their existing workflows. If you think about it from exactly, that's the word they've all said, like I want that embedded into my thing. That could mean different things for different people. If you think about it from a change management perspective, it's seamless. Like I don't want to know that AI is there. It just needs to work.
Right.
So if you're a tech-heavy organization that has APIs and knows how to work with it, we'll provide you APIs. You can use the AI-enabled decision-making. If you are a company that just wants to plop a widget within your claim system, sure, we can do that too. So it needs to have its technology-enabled change management. It needs to work through, it's not projects and slides and whatnot. It needs to actually build into the product you're building. It needs to think about how can they do the work without going through a 6 month of adoption?
Are you at all worried about the current state of talent in the insurance industry and the ability for us to round that curve?
Worried? No, I'm actually excited because insurance used to be not mainstream. Now it's becoming mainstream. Okay. There are a lot more insurtechs coming up in this space, and it's also, it's not quite where we need to be, for sure, but it also presents an opportunity for companies like me, right? So I could come in and say, hey, use my platform. Yep. You don't need IT. We will use as little of your IT's time as possible, and we'll make it as user-friendly and business-friendly as possible. So there's a shape where my product can go fit into that.
So I'm sorry, I've got to ask you an unscripted one here, because you said something that's really kind of interesting, and you're talking to a former CIO.
Yeah.
But you said you don't need IT.
Yeah.
So as a former CIO, I'm like, wait, is that shadow IT? What's going on over there? So what's your conversation with me? I'm the CIO of the organization. You're bringing in all of this cool stuff that the business can kind of configure and work with. What's your conversation with the CIO?
Most of the time, what happens with the IT organizations in insurance industry, this is my perception, I would love for your take as well, is that IT organizations are not properly funded. And business wants a lot of things, and they're having conversations. They get excited by ITC just like everybody else, and they want to do things. And it sometimes becomes like a burden on the IT team to be like, okay, how am I going to support all of my backlog and this new fancy thing, right? So when I say IT friendly, what I mean is you need products that can work with the existing architecture and not tack on something new that the IT team has to manage.
Got it.
Right. It needs to be something that the business team can own, but it works within the constraints put by the IT team.
Right. Not creating an additional support
exactly.
burden.
Yeah. My conversations with the IT team has been like, guys, we don't make any internet calls. We are airtight, private cloud, single tenant. We will install it, and you can manage it. You will have full access to it. We won't even access your data without getting explicit permission from you. And it's yours, right? Like we will push product updates every month, and that's that.
Got it.
Right.
You gave me another product idea that I would have no idea how to do. So this is something product idea for you.
Oh, yeah.
How do we use AI to get rid of the legacy? Because I don't want to keep doing the legacy stuff supporting. I want to do what you're doing. I want to be on the cutting edge. As a CIO, that's where I'd like to be. I'd would like to not have to maintain an AS400.
So it's funny, one of the POCs we're doing right now is extract product rules from policy documents and prospectus and make sure it matches with the AS400, like the cookbooks, it's called.
Okay.
Whatever the COBOL, the COBOL programs. So if you think about what that involves, you have to understand the logic that's written in your mainframes. Mm-hmm. So if you can understand the logic that's written in the mainframes,
right,
it's not a black box anymore. Right, you know what I mean? Like you can work with it.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.